I'd like to go back to Castlevania Portrait of Ruin, where today, flying up, whatever that is, I don't know what it is, it's just some sort of strange outside area that's, I think the rain turned on or off, and it's stuck in a berserk mode. That's great! You know, I'm much more lucid in post-commentary, so I'm gonna say this right here, right now, so everyone can hear it. I'm gonna read this up because there's not much happening here right now on the videos, so I'm like, yeah, sure, I can do this. I got my first Patreon patron. It's $1, but it's a person. And if it actually carries through to the end of the month, which I don't even know if that's gonna happen, I'm gonna be oh man, I don't get updates on Patreon posts? That's stupid. That's dumb. That is not nice. That is meanie pants. Unless I didn't check my mail and it actually does mention this. Oh! No! No! It doesn't. Wow, really? I mean, I got a fancy update, but apparently Patreon does not send you updates on people that post on your Patreon. Nope. No. That's really weird. Oh, cool. I got a Twitter follower, though. I don't get a lot of updates because I don't have a smartphone, so I don't know shit. Eat that, sugar bean! Whatever that is. That's probably a thing, and I'm like, whoops! Anyway, the person did it. It has a really long name that's probably pushing the length that, yeah. That's probably the most Patreon will let you have. It's called... I don't even know if we would like this. But he's also sponsoring Raku. I wonder if he's also giving him a buckaroonie. I give Rauko a buckaroonie, and one other person. I might stop that other person because he hasn't done the thing that he'd say he'd do. And I'm like, Loman's ghost on the toilet! If Rauko was here, he'd be freaking out over that. He'd just be giggling his ass off, because that's what he'd do. Enigmatic, dramatic attic. I know what the hell you were trying to pull with that name, but you pulled it off. I guess. I've never seen so many people rhyme tick without using the actual tick. Those little bugs. Oh man, that clock is practically useless because you never have... Like, there's nothing in this section. Going up that thing is faster and more efficient. Anyway, I made this post and I want to read it in a dramatic reading. Even though it's not a Patreon, it's public. If you go to my Patreon, you can just read it. You'll be like, I'm going to read this. Oh man, look at the spooky readings. Oh man. It's being slow. I'm just going to be sad banana about that. I'm going to be very pouty as long as it takes the load. Oh, look at me. Look at those old axe armors. I think they dropped the old axe armor item which turns you into them, which is pretty neat. But it has a 5-star rarity, and that's bananas. Or bonkers. Anyway. Okay, let's see. The ice is broken! I've got to be quiet because there's people downstairs, so sorry. Oh, look, it's the ruler sword. He's trying really hard, isn't he? Aww. Also, something cool happens. If you break that secret entrance, suddenly lots of rain comes. And that looks so good! I love how that looks. That is a great graphic design thing. And I like how in the rain, we get Divine Storm. I'm going to give you an applause, developers, for making that fit thematically. But let's get to the text. Tell the Titanic to suck it because someone just broke the ice! Not the classiest joke, but I don't exactly have a historian, current event journalist, or comedy writer to provide A-grade ice-breaking material, or basically jokes regarding ice. That's not in there. I need to make it much clearer. I'm going to put a little bit more heavy accent. Oh look, it's lesser demons which can clone themselves because fuck you. I hate them. They're a lot more annoying in Symphony of the Night, actually. I'm so glad I managed to master the Yagyu Shuriken, because it means I get to use the Borka knife. I should probably upgrade Holy and Javelin. I don't even have Javelin. How the hell do you get Javelin? Oh yeah, you can fly over him using the Owlmorph, and just, he can't do anything. And it's pretty cool. Let's see. Skill. Javelin. Armor Knights, really? Well, I'll see if I can get that in between videos. Anyway, on to the thing, because again, I should probably edit my Patreon settings so that it tells me about this kind of crap. Because I want to reply to people on Patreon, because they're the cool people. They're the cool kids in town. Oh, it actually does send me emails on new posts. I guess maybe I looked over it? It says guy pledged $1, and that's it. Oh man. Final guards were 15 SP, and he's really easy to kill. That's pretty cool. Defensive form, I did not expect to drop, and this thing is kind of terrible because it gives you 4 defense and 8. It's not that great. Let me actually look it up. Defensive. Yeah, it just gives you 8 constitution. What kind of... I guess it's a passive, but come on. Offensive form is more interesting because at least 4 attack is some... Anyway, the post. Just like the awkward teen on a cold, damp night, just seconds before he realizes she's been suffering a stroke all along because little did he know she was deadly allergic to timidness. There should be something grand to celebrate, but I have no idea what. Heck, I hardly planned something for my own birthday. Heck, I hardly mention any holidays or current events in my videos. Skipped right past Christmas and plane crashing. That is an awful joke. Excuse me for that. Yes, my content, the perfect place to hear about cars honking outside, but the worst place to hear about that the apocalypse. Man, I can't even read my own text. That's pretty terrible. But the worst place to hear that the apocalypse has begun. The pinnacle of classic content. Wink and smile. Wink and smile. At this point, I wanted to make a stupid Illuminati joke, but I'm not that kind of person. I do memes, but I usually just blah. Just wave slowly. Back off. I have no idea how to end this. Not even sure that guy's gonna stick it out to the end of the month. He's just trolling me. Well, yeah. I don't think he is, because he posted on the post, so he's probably legitimate. Probably missing all kinds of cool content in the game, but I need to do this for my own satisfaction. Don't forget to eat your daily dose of blood bananas and crisis coal. I can bet your ass that crisis coal and blood bananas are a thing, considering what Chiquita bananas have been doing and how terrible bituminous coal was mined in Britain. Like, trust me when I say that Britain did not harvest coal in an eco-friendly fashion. Whatever. Anyway, I later made an edit because I made this post around 11 PM and it was a terrible idea. And oh man, it just doesn't translate well. Edit! Note! It's 11 PM. There we go. Now I'm done with that. Oh, look at all these witches doing witchy stuff. That's kind of spooky. And here's the thing that's probably not gonna... It's probably involved with the quest later. This is a really good place to grind some SP. Or just some experience, because it's really easy to kill. It's like, yay! Look at that. That's a bunch of XP. That's like 8. 8 per throw. That's pretty good. Because they're easy to kill, too. It's like, whoosh. Oh no, it's an enemy that has 666 HP and is a black crow with the name Malphus. That's not spooky. Let me look that up. Here I'm checking out what skill to master because I'm almost done with the thingamajig. Let's see, he comes from Ars Goetia? Malphus is described in Ars Goetia as the Prince of Hell, commanding 40 legions of demons. He appears as a crow, but if requested, will instead resemble a man with a hoarse voice. Malphus specialized in the constructions of houses and towers, knowledge of his enemy's thoughts, and bestowing familiars. He will attempt to deceive his conjurer, however, and must be treated carefully. Oh, that's pretty cool! Malphus is a cool guy. And I like crows. Look at this place. You've got all these dumb little imp shits, and none of them drop anything. I guess the axe could be trained here, or the javelin, because they're easy to kill and you can just go. I could take up singing, but it probably wouldn't end anything well. Like I have stage fright. I couldn't actually start singing, you know. Malphus is, by the way, a comeback. A lot of comebacks. Castlevania Symphony of the Night did establish a lot of staples. Then again, Castlevania of the Night had so many enemies. Like, there's so much variety in Castlevania Symphony of the Night that they had enemies for games to come that some people might have never seen in Symphony of the Night itself. So there you go. Bah! Oh yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Man, I'm in a good mood. But now that someone's actually done something on my Patreon, I can't edit it every time I feel like it. And that post got a like. It's like all the good stuff in the world congealed into a big glop of good stuff. Today is the best day! So many good things happened today. I fixed problems that needed fixing, and that skeleton man becomes a skeleton man, and then he has flesh on his skeletons, and it's like spooky. You know that guy in the background, he for some reason has or has no flesh. It's kind of spooky. This place is spooky, with the blood hands on the walls. I think I missed that. Anyway, yeah. Today's... Oh, no, blood hands are, I think, are in a moment. But yeah, today's a great day. I had an energizing conversation with the teacher about what to do with my project, fix some problems with the project itself. It was a great day, nice weather. I took my coat, but it wasn't too warm that I was sweating. It was just so freaking awesome. Today is the best day. Yeah! It's like 1,000 bananas rained from the sky and bestowed me with a smile the size of 1,000 moons. And then I said... Man, those bloody handprints, they're difficult to clean up, aren't they? And that's why I'd recommend instant gone bloody handprints. They'll stay for a second, gone in a day. That's not how that works. Well, I guess that's why I'm not an advertisement writer. But boy, do I have the energy to. I like the block knife because it goes wheelie whoop. What a wacky demon that guy is. What's his name? Demon Head. That is a good descriptor. It would only be more descriptive if it was called Six-Winged Demon Head. Then I'd be like, yes, that is what he is. Oh man, it's ghouls! They're wibbly-wobbling towards me. They're dancing the jive and doing the ding. Yeah. Man, there's so much energy flowing through my bones right now. It is 10 past 10, and it is still daylight outside. Man, we don't need summertime, kids. We have summertime, which is why it's really weird that it's still sunlight out. If we didn't do summertime, it'd be like 10 past 9. Oh man, look at the lightning in the background, only lighting part of the cloud. That is, oh, that's kind of sad. It's a problem that also appears in the portrait room, in the big portrait room, which is also the room that the Whip Memory fight takes place. Man, I'm just so energetic today. And it's really benefiting the commentary. Especially because we're going to do the Seed Doom community map, which is awesome! Seed Doom community map has text, story, custom weapons. It doesn't even have custom enemies. I've seen those custom enemies, by the way, on the Seed Doom map. But it's great. When we get to it, I'm going to say nothing but praise. There's a couple of oh yay! I got the New York steak, and now I can build my strength to the size... Ah, Pluto. I guess Pluto's a good compromise between sizes. The energy is flowing through my veins in the form of chocolate milk. Gotta be careful not to cut myself and take a... Yeah, I rewound there because, I want to make a backup save, because I was intending to do this exactly once. And I somehow won. I didn't intend to win this fight, but I won. Because the first time I fought him, I botched it up really bad, and I failed horribly. because I didn't jump over him or do things right. But I do so well this time that I beat him on my first try, and I'm so proud of myself. So yeah, when he does this, whip is good. Missile attack's easy to dodge, just jump over it and avoid the explosion because that thing hurts. Laser zappy attack. If you are close with the zappy attack, he will attack close, and you must go far away or lean really close to him. He also does a grabby attack. Luckily, he grabbed Charlotte, or I would be dead. That does a lot of damage. And otherwise, he'll try to jump on you, because he's kind of goofy. Owl Morph is a great way to get behind him, and if he does that, you can easily get behind him for 1,000 blades. You can either jump, use the Owl Morph, whatever works for you. When I killed him, I was like, yeah. I like how he's a robot, despite appearing like a person. That's pretty cool. The background in this area is incredibly detailed and very nicely done. And aside to taunt. This is where I pick up taunting, because I'm just so freaking happy. So happy. Oh man, Sky Saga's going great too. I'm building the big tower in the center of my square. I put a large jeweled chandelier in the middle of it. This looks pretty good. It looks like a lighthouse. It's pretty cool. I love it. Okay, so here I show off a couple of techniques to avoid his Gatling fire. See? In case you want to use the double attack at any moment, you can just use that. Or you can use Dark Rift. Both cases, you can just use the R button and summon her and quickly activate it and it'll work. And it's just a great way of dramatically reducing his moveset while giving you the tactical advantage. And that's it! We beat the first painting! 100% on the map, it is amazing. And every time you do it, you end up in this big room and you can pick all of the other 4 paintings. The one you entered in is the one that will also be the one that takes you home. The big painting is not accessible, and the big painting is now 1 chain down. Or, as some would say, sweet deal. Banana peel. Ha. Maximum MP increased, or HP, damn it. That is actually a pretty good spear. I think it's actually a spear that, yeah, here I try to max out my intelligence. I'm just a little short to get it. Oh yeah, it gives you Alucard's spear. It literally references him. Oh wow, Alucard's spear is only in the Saturn version of Symphony of the Night, which is really odd. And it has a laser attack in that game, that's great. Here it's just a spear. Once used by Eric. Who knows what that means? It's getting a bit darker outside, gotta dim my screen. Yep, didn't have enough.
Make you a deal. Thank you.
Man, what a day. Who knew that a school day would be such an amazing day? No, maybe a school day. I mostly went over there. Because I'm not really doing school. I'm doing project work to catch up on a couple of things. Though I really need to start putting some hours on my paper. Because that stuff's really important right now. Oh, the stupid bounce. So, I show off a little of Forgotten City because there's a lot to say about it. Look at that pretty red moon. It's almost like we're in Bloodborne. Oh man, look at that 3D Sphinx in the background, slowly turning towards us. I just hope, that a little bit of my energy just gets over to whoever's watching this video, so that they too can feel the joy of an exciting day. Like some people like Markiplier and PewDiePie, they've got energy, yes. But I think to some extent, if you're always just consistently happy, it becomes like a good cup of coffee. Or a good nice snack. It's like, yeah, but it's not special anymore. It doesn't have that uniqueness to it. It's still a good cheering up mechanism, but it's not, These devil wheels drop coffee, by the way. I just realized that the thing I said is a compliment to myself while also degrading. That's not nice. You shouldn't say that. That's like saying that, that's the Jack Thompson argument, Jack Thompson's argument was that, oh no, people are dumb shits. You're too stupid to analyze things. So we're going to protect everyone by making video games illegal. Because you're too stupid to do it for yourself. That's the Jack Thompson argument. It's a hidden argument. Hidden inside what seems to be a nice compliment. It is in reality insulting you, which is not nice. And I don't like that. Because if you've got something to say, then say it. Be upfront about it, Yeah, there's a good chance I'm going to go back to the castle and grind out some earlier enemies. Probably just get some experience. I'm probably going to go for the Armor Knight first, and at the very least I can start upping my Javelin. So that, I have Javelin mastered and I can get Alucard Spear. And I can be like, look at me, Dad, I've got Alucard Spear. Whoops! Accidentally poked the dog with it, and the dog's like, I am now Alucard, ruler of darkness. Man, this position is not what I was promised when I joined the Dog Academy. Yeah, Poison Worm, this guy hides the entrance to the city. The minimap actually tells you this place exists, which is neat, because you have to go there. This guy just posts, what makes drinks a lot easier? Having 4 pounds of cocoa mix. Yeah, here's where you find the Dodo, which is a quest we picked up. The Dodo appears after a few seconds from the left. Chain Lightning is an amazing spell because it will one-shot it with ease. It doesn't take that long. It takes like it takes a couple of seconds, and then if it isn't there, you just go back. Dodo's drops are surprisingly common, which is good. I managed to grind them out after this. I did a bit of grinding in this area afterwards, the coffee thing and all. Dodo! It's number 99! That's a good number to pick for a Dodo. Did it just say it gives 30... Well, I guess it's difficult to kill, so getting 30 SP for it is only fair. Look, we're at the other side of the Sphinx. That's pretty neat that we're walking that far, quotation marks. Oh no, it's Quetzalcoatl. Whatever. I can't pronounce Aztec names, I'm sorry. It's hard. Here I'm showing off that the map does indeed tell you that you can go down there. Then again, if you've ever played a Mario game, you've probably experimented with it anyway. Look at the stomach convulsing. Oh look, it's the boss lady, which is in the place where the original boss lady was in the original level before we entered the recolor. Only she's not as hard, and she's called Laura for some reason. I like how the music picks up. Armored Fleeman. Damn you, Armored Fleeman. With your fedora and pancakes. Nobody likes a fedora pancake. They're just too delicious! Except for all those neckbeard hairs. Bye-bye!